Hi everyone. Can you hear me? Yes, this video has been long overdue, guys. Like, I understand. I was supposed to film this video yesterday, and a lot of things happened, so I decided to stream this video today, Sunday. Oh, sorry. Can you hear me? Please, if you are coming in, thumbs up the live stream, and please engage in my video. Please engage in this live stream. I think I will share. I've not shared this live stream. Let me share it. Let me share. Okay, I'm trying to share the live stream now. All right, so as the topic says, South Africa versus Nigeria, okay, that's the live topic of the live stream. Okay, South Africa versus Nigeria. Sorry. I'm trying to see if the audio quality is okay. Sorry, I'm trying to see if the audio quality is perfect. Okay, I think you all can hear me now. All right, so the title says South Africa versus Nigeria, who performed better, and Nigerian pageant queens needs to do better. All right, so this live stream, I had to schedule it because I saw a lot of comments, on my previous videos, and also on my the post pageant analysis for Miss Supranational, and also I saw some comments on the crown alert for Miss Supranational, and I feel like these are the issues I want to come and address here. I am not the reason for that title was because most of the comments were depicting the fact that Nigeria and South Africa were at loggerheads, when it comes to Miss Supranational. The truth of the matter is that I will not say that I'm not biased when it comes to my predictions or when it comes to my analysis. I always say it as it is. That's how I do my analysis. So most of the comments that I saw, I was not really happy with it, based on the fact that I always try to be fair and just in my analysis, or in the fact that when I'm trying to convey my own message across, I try as much as possible to be fair. So for me, I will not say that trying to say who performed better among South Africa and Ghana and Nigeria, between South Africa and Nigeria, who performed better in Supranational. I would not say that each of them or Nigeria performed more than South Africa or South Africa performed more than Nigeria. What I did was that I talked about individual performances and the reason why Nigeria did not make the top 12. I was just trying to talk about the reason why I think South Africa didn't make the top 5, and also why Nigeria did not make the top 12. Because if you watched my video very well, I said that I was surprised that Nigeria did not make the top 12. And also, I wasn't surprised that South Africa did not make the top 12. I know she deserved to be the top 12. So a lot of persons that have been saying that, I'm trying to be biased. But I don't see any reason why I should be. Because I'm trying to, of course, everybody, I'm a patriotic Nigerian, okay? I will definitely support my country. But the issue here is that I look at the performances. What is fair is it that I'm trying to support the other my own countryman against, which is, there's no way I will not support my country. I'll definitely support my country. But the issue now is that I'm looking at individual performances. What happened? Why didn't Africa break through to the top 5? In fact, that was even the main issue, or the main issue I raised in that video. That was what I raised. That was the main issue I raised in that video. So for someone to be saying that, I'm bitter about it, that I'm not supposed to be analyzing, I'm coming from it, that my analysis is coming from a point of hate. My dear, I'm not hating on any country, okay? And I'm going to be reading some of the comments that I got on that analysis, which I would say that, it was very, very it was very, very to me, it's uncalled for, because I don't see any reason why someone should just come out and make that kind of a comment. Okay, I got positive comments as well. I got positive comments in that particular, in my previous video. A lot of persons commented and they were like, oh, they did not see. Okay, look at the okay, let me just read out the let me read out the message I got. It said, nonsensical review. Bitter woman. Accept outcome, I beg. It means Nigeria needs to work harder. Like, seriously, what I said in that video was that Nigeria deserved to be in the top 12 based on her performance. Meaning that she had already merited it, like she merited to be in the top 12. So for any reason, if you are not okay with it, then at least you would have just, say, oh, maybe probably you're not okay with it, and you are not saying Nigeria needs to work harder. I don't see any reason why Nigeria did very well. Like, she was supposed to be in the top 12. She meant to be in the top 12. In fact, I was expecting that, Nigeria and South Africa would break through to the top 12. I also predicted South Africa as well. If you watch my prediction, I said that South Africa was a crown material as well. So for people to come and, write unfavorable comments in my comment section, like, I wasn't finding it funny at all. And I also got good comments, So someone said, in fact, I even pinned this comment on my previous video. I pinned it. The person said, I'm from Indonesia. To be honest, until now, I still don't understand why Miss Nigeria didn't get the crown for Miss Africa. So he was trying to say that he didn't understand the reason why Nigeria did not get the crown for Miss Supranational Africa. So he went on to say, why South Africa got it, I don't mean to be racist towards, sorry, but nobody is being racist here. I'm not a racist, or I'm just trying to talk about, why Africa didn't get more representatives in the top 12. That was even one of the reasons. I was even fighting for the African continent, like other African countries. So I'm not trying to clog our heads. I'm not trying to say that South Africa or Nigeria performed more than South Africa, or South Africa performed more than Nigeria. So nobody should push that narrative to me. I didn't say anything like that. Do you understand me? So for you to sit down and write such a statement, like such a hateful speech or hateful statement. I don't want to use that word hate here, please. I'm trying to minimize the way I use some words. But he said, or he or she, I don't know the account, but I did not bother to look at the account. He or she said, I did a hateful review, or I'm a bitter woman by trying to hit both countries together. So I don't really understand. Okay, now this particular comment said, this comment, I pin it because this guy was really, really fair. He's from Indonesia. So he said, okay, he said, why South Africa got it. But in my opinion, the original African race is unique. Black is exotic. That is beauty. I think Miss Nigeria more worthy to be crowned Miss Supranational Africa 2024. Okay, so in that particular comment, a lot of persons even agreed with him. I know of some of my commenters that have been here with me, even right from the day I started this beauty pageant analysis. This guy has been commenting on my videos, and he actually absolutely agreed with what this commenter said. He said absolutely, and said, okay. Somebody else now even said, yes, kind of confused here. How could an Indian-looking woman won African crown? I just said, okay, thank you for not being biased. and I understand the point raised. I believe South Africa enjoy the search factor above other countries, but let's hope that with Nigeria, let's hope that Nigeria will get the recognition that it deserves. Thanks for watching and congratulations to Indonesia once again. Okay, that was my reply to that particular comment. Okay, so I went further to say, Miss South Africa. Okay, somebody else commented and said, Miss South Africa has been a fan favorite since the moment she was announced as their representative. Brioni has been performing really well since the competition started, so she deserves to be Miss Supranational Africa. Stop hating on these queens. Nobody's hating on anybody. I don't know why these comments are coming on my channel that I'm hating on South Africa, or I don't want South Africa to. If you be following my analysis, there's a particular video I said that when Brioni was chosen, or she was chosen as the representative of South Africa, I said, oh, Brioni is like I praised her. I was really in support. I was really happy for South Africa when Brioni was chosen as the representative for Miss Supranational for South Africa. Like, I was really, really happy. Okay, even in my predictions, I said it, that these are the countries that in fact, I named 3 African countries. Out of the 6 of them, I named Nigeria, South Africa, and Cote d'Ivoire to advance. So South Africa was also a favorite of mine to advance. So I'm not trying to say, oh, South Africa did not deserve to be in the top 12. Of course, I said it in my analysis. The truth is that most people don't watch. They just feel like they can just come out and make any statement they like without even watching the content of that video. If you watch that video very well, you will know that I said that South Africa and Nigeria deserve to place. Although Cote d'Ivoire did not place, but I expected I expected an African country to break through to the top 5. Okay, South Africa made it to the top 12. I was expecting that, oh, she'll make it to the top 5. But when she gave that answer, I could understand that probably her top 12 statement wasn't strong enough. In fact, everybody said it, that it wasn't strong enough. When she was called up as the first person to speak, I knew that it's not easy, especially in beauty pageants, when you're the first to answer questions. I understand the tension is there. For the fact that she's also tensed up, she was also tensed up as well. And the time frame that they gave I think they gave them about 20 seconds to speak. So when she couldn't finish her statement, I just knew that probably she wouldn't make it to the top 5. Do you understand? So I don't understand why most persons are saying that I was saying South Africa deserved to be. In fact, I even said she was supposed to. We need to have an African country in the top 5, which wasn't. Which didn't happen. It didn't happen. Which I said was an injustice to Africa. So I'm not trying to clog out to hit both countries together. South Africa and Nigeria has been like the powerhouse in Africa when it comes to beauty pageants. So for me to now I'm not trying to say say that South Africa didn't deserve to be in the top 12, or South Africa didn't deserve to represent. In fact, most persons were even changing the narrative. They used a comment which I don't really like. I don't like. I'm not a racist, so I would not say, oh, why did you choose a non-native South African to be Miss South Africa? South Africa is a country that is blessed with a lot of tribes. There's a lot of tribes in South Africa. The Indians are there, the Dutch are there. A lot of countries, a lot of tribes make up South Africa. So if they choose if they choose to pick an Indian South African to represent South Africa, so it's fine. I never for one day brought out the fact that Brioni is Indian South African on my channel. I never for one day did that. So all these comments I'm seeing on my comment section, I'm not happy about. Like, I'm sad. Why would someone say that I'm favoring Nigeria because South Africa is not a native African, or South Africa? Personally, I don't like talking about race, or I'm not a racist. Like, there's some certain things that I don't like, that does not align with my own personal beliefs as a person. I believe that everybody has equal rights. to be fully represented. So I'm just trying to, I just want to address those comments, and I want to clear the table that I never in any day said Biryani wasn't South African enough. I never in any day said that Biryani doesn't deserve to be in the top 12. I never said it in my analysis. A lot of persons are just commenting on my comment section, saying all these things, trying to, paint whatever I said, trying to say something else, which wasn't in my video, okay? Nobody's hating on Miss South Africa. Nobody's hating on Biryani. She deserved to be in the top 12. And I was even saying, oh, well, if not that, the fact that, okay, probably, she answered first in the top 12 statement, and there was not enough time for her to finish her statement, she would have broke through to the top 5. She would have been called to the top 5, because she was actually a top 5 material. Same with Nigeria as well. If you watch my analysis, I said that Miss Nigeria actually, Sectra she works hard to be in that competition. I followed her journey step by step, and I know that she was very, very, determined to break through and give Nigeria her first crown. Because this is the first time that, we have, this is the second time that we placed in Miss Supranational. So I was hoping that, okay, at least we'll break through to the top 12 and top 5. But even if at all, Sectra was called up to the top 12, I know she was going to answer, she was going to give a good statement, because she's very eloquent. She was a finalist in Super Chat, so I believe that she was going to do well. She was going to do very well in Q&A. She's very intelligent. She's very intelligent, and I believe that she was going to do very well in Q&A. So I'm not saying that South Africa, or I'm not saying that, sorry, Nigeria did better than South Africa. But what I'm saying here is that both Nigeria and South Africa deserve to be in the top 12. Do you understand? South Africa made it to the top 12, but Nigeria as well deserve to be in the top 12. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that, the organization did Africa dirty, okay? They did Africa dirty, I won't lie. Nigeria ought to have broke through, like she ought to have, been called up to the top 12. Because give and take, if we had 2 African countries in the top 12, okay, let's say, okay, South Africa didn't make it to top 5. Nigeria would have as well made it to the top 5, because the top 5 ought to have been like, a full representation of the continent. Africa ought to be represented, the Europe region ought to be represented, South America as well, and the American region, South America, North America, the Caribbean, and lastly Asia region. Or they have to pinpoint each of the candidates from these continents I just called now. At least, maybe, I think we have about, yes, Africa, Europe, Asia, Oceania, American and Caribbean. Okay, six continents. Yes, 6 continents, sorry. 6 continents, and I think at least would have had a representative, like just one African country in the top 5. That was the bone of contention in that video that I made. The bone of contention was the fact that we didn't have any African country in the top 5. That was my bone of contention. I never for one day said, Nigeria performed more than Biryani, Sectra performed more than Biryani, and Sectra did not deserve to be, Biryani didn't deserve to be in the top 12, or maybe Sectra deserve to be in the top 5 or whatever. Because if you watch that video, you know that I said that both Nigeria and South Africa deserve to be in the top 12, because they both performed excellently. Judging from the preliminaries and the other sub pageants, South Africa and Nigeria, they've been so consistent in the pageant. So I was hoping that at least they will make the top 12. Both countries will make the top 12. But I think they are the only 2 African countries that made the top 24. If we had had more African countries in the top 24, maybe probably would have had 2 countries in the top 12. Probably. But I would say that I've never in one day questioned Biryani's ethnicity when it comes to being a South African. I never for one day said anything like that. So people should stop saying that I'm hating on South Africa. I'm not hating on South Africa. In fact, if you watch my post-mortem analysis, I was just angry that we did not have any African representative in the top 5. That was my bone of contention. That was the reason why I said it was an injustice to Africa. So please, I want to clarify that, okay? So when it comes to performance, I will say that both countries actually performed very well. They performed very well, and I would not say, okay, but being a patriotic Nigerian, I would say that Sectra actually did very well. Sectra was, she has been very, very consistent. Like, she has been very, very consistent from the beginning of this pageant. Please, if you're coming in, like this video, please. Like this video, and I want to see your engagement as well, please. Thank you, Findy McKinsey. Yes, Biryani is South African. Of course, yes. She's South African. I never one day said she's not South African. I never one day questioned the fact that she was not South African. So I think it's the comment section. Yeah, good evening, Divine Ebiama. Sorry if I did not pronounce your name very well. Thank you for coming in. Please, thumbs up to the live stream, please. Thank you. Good evening. And I don't know where are you chatting from. I know this is a Nigerian name, so please, where are you chatting from? All right, so I will say that I never for one day said Biryani is not South African. So please, nobody should. I'm just trying to clarify that. So like I was saying, I said that Sectra was our best. In fact, she has been the best Miss Supranational candidate that she was only born in SA. She's pure Oh, okay. Yes, now she was born in South Africa. Oh, from Abia State. You're welcome. Yeah, she was born in South Africa. Of course, being born in South Africa, she's a South African. Over here in Nigeria, if you are born in Nigeria, if you are not from Nigeria and you were born here, automatically you become a citizen by naturalization. For the fact that you are born here, you can represent Nigeria. That is how the Nigerian law states. That's what the Nigerian law states when it comes to citizenship. So for the fact that you are born in a particular country and the country accepts you as their citizen, then of course you can represent the country. So I don't have any issues with her, being an Indian South African. I don't have any issues with that at all. That is not my bone of contention. My bone of contention was that we did not have any representative in the top 5. That was my only bone of contention. So I think that to answer your question. So like I was saying, I said that Sectra. Hello. Okay, love from India. Wow. You're welcome to my live stream. Yes. So like I was saying, Sectra has been like the best Nigerian representative in Miss Supranational. Like if you follow the journey of Miss Supranational, like if you're a pageant fan, you know that the other candidates that we've sent to Miss Supranational, they've been doing well. They've been doing averagely well. But Sectra broke the jinx. Like even before she got to Poland, she had already won Super Chat from her group, and she even got to the semi-finals of Super Chat. So there was no doubt that Sectra was going to do well in Poland. I did not have that doubt. Even when I was, doing my post-pageant analysis, I was talking about my Sectra's journey in Miss Supranational. There's no, if you followed my analysis, I said she was the best Nigerian representative in Miss Supranational because she did exceptionally well. She was an all-round queen. Q&A, when it comes to the Q&A, her dress sense, her styling, everything was on point. Even the top model competition, she was also on point. She did very well too. So leading to the competition, I knew that Sectra was going to place. Her placement in the top 25 was not in doubt in any way. But I was expecting that at least, Nigeria and South Africa. I think I in my predictions, I predicted Nigeria, South Africa, and Cote d'Ivoire. So when Nigeria, South Africa was called up, I was hoping that at least we will have one African country in the top 5. That was my bone of contention. That we will not have any African country in the top 5. If you watch the Miss Supranational pageant very well, a lot of persons were like, why is Africa not represented in the top 5? So that was my bone of contention. And a lot of persons saw with what I said. Even I got comments from Indonesia as well. People were like, wow, that they didn't expect, Nigeria not to break through, but Biryani is a very great candidate from South Africa. Like she did very well. This is not her first international pageant. She has previously presented South Africa in Miss Universe. So I know that she was coming in with that experience. So I was even tipping her as a crown material as well. I was tipping Biryani as a crown material. If you watched my if you watched my favorites to win, my crown alerts, and also my predictions, I mentioned South Africa as well. So I will not say South Africa performed more than Nigeria or Nigeria performed more than South Africa. They both performed very well. They performed very well. My bone of contention here, or my anger here, was that we didn't have any African country in the top 5. That was my anger, or that was the reason why I said it was an injustice to Africa. Okay, so judging from what happened in Poland, I would say that Sectra really did very well, and she should tap herself on the head. Like she should give herself accolades. She actually tried. She did very well. I would say she did very, very well. She was someone that I felt like she's a crown material also. Like she's a crown material. I won't lie. It was really, really an injustice to Africa, I would say. I wasn't really happy. So if you watch that video and you felt like I said most of the things I was trying to be biased when it comes to, I was not even biased. In fact, my own issue was that we did not have enough African countries in Miss Supranational this year. Out of about, like, if you watched last year's pageant, we had about more than 10 African countries represented in Miss Supranational. But this year we just had 6, which I still believe that is too poor. It's too poor. It's very, very poor. What about Namibia? Namibia won in 2021. I was surprised that Namibia did not come to. She was not represented. Namibia wasn't represented this year. So even Zimbabwe that won Miss Supranational Africa last year, they didn't send a representative this year. Zambia as well. Kenya, the same thing. There was no representative from Kenya. There was no representative from Zimbabwe, Zambia, which other country? Namibia. There are other countries too. Togo was represented last year, but no representative from Togo this year. So it's so poor that the representation was very, very poor. That's what I would say from Africa. So I think they didn't have a lot of options from Africa. But this year I felt like another commenter said that Sectra deserved to be Miss Supranational Africa. Yes, you are right. You are right. I also tipped Sectra to be crowned at least Miss Supranational Africa. Even if she didn't take the crown, at least she should be. The same thing with Biryani too. I supported her journey. So I felt like either of them would have taken it. So tomorrow we can crown a. In fact, in the time past, Nigeria has been sending delegates who are not fully Nigerians when it comes to better maybe their father is, they have a Nigerian father and a mother from another country. We've sent light-skinned candidates and also biracial candidates. Like biracial, I mean when you have a black mother or you have a black mother or black father and a white mother or white father. Biracial, I mean biracial. Yes, in the time past, Nigeria has sent candidates that are not fully Nigerian, but at least they have either parent is a Nigerian. We've sent representative like that to the pageant. So there's no way that I would say, oh, person is not Nigerian enough. As far as you have either of your parents is Nigerian and you are even born in Nigeria, but you are not from Nigeria, automatically you can naturalize as a Nigerian citizen. The law allows that. The law here in Nigeria allows that. So there's no person that will say, oh, she's not Nigerian enough because she doesn't have Nigerian parents or one of her parents is in Nigeria. We don't discriminate like that. I don't personally, I don't discriminate like that. As far as you are worthy to be sent as Nigeria's representative, then fine. When you are wearing the sash of Nigeria on your shoulders, you should know that you are carrying the heart, they are carrying the heart of, or you are representing the whole of Nigeria. So for you to be appointed to represent Nigeria, for you to have won to represent Nigeria, then it's you are good to go. I don't discriminate on my channel, please. I don't discriminate. Oh, sorry, you don't read my picture. I read it too. Similar thing that happened to Sectra happened to Boma and Dami in Miss Grand International. Yes. Coming to my yes. It's really sad. Yes, it's really sad. Same thing happened to them. That means we'll be following this pageant now, because you remember Boma and Dami, they presented us in Miss Grand International. Yeah, Dami was in 2000. Yes, Miss Grand in 2022, and Boma was in Miss Grand last year. So the same thing happened to them, but they placed in top 20. They actually placed. They were in the top 20, but they did not advance from top 20, which to me wasn't fair enough. And that brings me to my next topic, which says that Nigerian queens are not they're not giving the accolades that they deserve. Really, that's just it. They're not giving the accolades that they deserve, because they have done really well. Like, Nigeria has been so consistent. Nigeria has been so consistent in the pageant. So when I see candidates that have done very well, that have put in the hard work, and they don't place above a certain level, it breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart. And that's why I was saying that Dami and Boma, they are candidates that I think that if they can come back and represent Nigeria in another international pageant, I think they will do well, because they did extremely well in Miss Grand, but they didn't get the accolades that they deserve. They only placed in top 20. They were not able to advance to top 10. So I saw another statement where he said that Nigerian pageant queens need to do more. To me, I feel like, the system of pageantry here in Nigeria is not really supportive of those queens, because if you look at what happened to Nigeria last year in Miss Universe. Sorry, my battery is, oh god, I have a low battery, but I'll just quickly round up. If you watch Miss Universe last year, what happened to Miss Universe Nigeria last year, whereby she had issues with her gown and all that. It was later I found out that Nigeria, she didn't get enough support from the franchise holders. There was not enough support for her, so she's the one. The expenses of taking care of herself, taking care of her wardrobe and what she's going to wear, all the gowns she was going to wear was on her. The expenses was on her. So the organization did not, they didn't support her enough. That's what I'm saying, that if Nigerian queens need to do better, then they need to get a lot of support from the franchise holders, from us, from the sponsors as well, from other pageant sponsors. I think we need to support our queens financially. You don't leave the expenses of representing Nigeria solely on the shoulders of the queens. My dear, it's going to tell on them, because it's very expensive, very expensive to just leave them to shoulder the responsibilities alone without giving them necessary support financially. So I don't know. I think I will set another live stream where I'll discuss about that, because the former queen, I think she represented Nigeria in Miss Earth, she came out and said that if Nigerian queens need to do better, that means they need to put in more effort. But what about the effort that Sectra put in? Why wasn't it? Why wasn't that effort recognized? Why didn't they recognize Sectra's effort? So I feel like that's why I said that the sash factor is affecting Nigeria. So South Africa, they have sash factor advantage over Nigeria. because South Africa has been they've been so consistent, and I feel like with the strong pageant, they are a strong pageant country. So if Nigeria can, step up a little bit more than they are doing, step up more, I feel like at least when they're talking about pageantry in Africa, Nigeria should be called up because we have been so consistent. But I think I will film another live stream, or I'll film another video talking about what the former beauty pageant queen said, as per why Nigerian queens need to do more. I'll talk about it in a separate video. But why I'm here is that why I scheduled this live stream is to clear the air on South Africa and Nigeria issue, and also to say that if our queens need to do better, then the organizers of the pageant need to support our queen financially. He said, I think the organization need to do better. Look at Miss Universe Thailand that happened today. So much sponsorship from big brands. Yes, I just watched the pageant now. They have a great representative, yes, from Bangkok. Very like when I saw the stage, when I saw what the production, very classic production. Can Nigeria boast of that kind of production? No, because I don't know what is happening to this Nigerian system. Like I'm not seeing any visible change in the Nigerian pageant system. That's why I'm here to talk about this. You are right, Divine. You are very right. This is your comment. You are very, very right. I think you've been following this pageant industry. I don't know. Are you a former beauty queen, or you've contested before? Me, I've not contested before. I'm just like, I like beauty pageants. Like, it's a hobby to me. Like I've loved it, from a tender age. So I have been following Nigerian pageant industry for a long time now. Even if I'm not, I'm not a beauty pageant queen. Like, I've not contested in the beauty pageant before, but I've been following Nigeria's journey in most all the pageants. Like, something that is a hobby to me. Like, I have passion for beauty pageants. So when I see the fact that yes, Thailand is not so rich, but they're obsessed with pageant. Yes, Thailand is obsessed with pageant, but here in Nigeria, for support for Nigerians to support their own queen is a problem. It's a problem. Even for them to vote for their queen is a problem. I always say it here that if you want to support our queen, try and vote for her. If there's any platform or any platform that you need to vote for her, and there are so many platforms, like Miss Supranational just ended. I had to download the app. I voted for her all through. In fact, I even bought more votes for her. If every Nigerian can do that, I believe that the pageant industry here in Nigeria will go far. We go very far. Like you said, Divine, you said so much sponsorship from brands. Yes. Here in Nigeria, we don't have a lot of sponsors that are supporting our beauty pageants here in Nigeria. So most times it's the queen that are doing everything by themselves, which is very poor and which is bad. And that actually limits them here. It limits them. If we had sponsors from big brands here in Nigeria, we have big brands here in Nigeria, but none of them are interested in beauty pageants. And I think that the franchise holders need to do a lot more because, of course, even during the pageants, we have sponsors, but I think that's where the sponsorship ends. After the pageant, you don't hear from the sponsors anymore. So what happens to the queen when they are going to represent Nigeria internationally? They start trying to, and most times we don't have enough time to prepare. As at now we don't have a representative. As in, we have not chosen a representative to Miss Grand International. Miss Universe Nigeria, they've chosen they are yet to do this final screening for the entries. And the pageant will hold in November. So I think that we need to crown our representative on time. I've been saying it on my channel. Crown them like 6 months to the pageant so that they can have enough time to prepare. If they don't prepare enough, that's when they don't have enough time. And that's when they start, when they go out there, they don't perform, to the standard, to the required standard because there's not enough time to prepare. The franchise holders are not doing enough for them. The sponsors are not, they're not doing enough. They are not helping them enough. So yes, Thailand is not so rich, but they are obsessed with pageantry. They are obsessed. Yes, I know. The same thing with Philippines. Philippines is obsessed with pageantry, and that's why they are doing so well. So if we have that same passion here in Nigeria, I believe that our queens will do better, and they will do, they will do better because when they see the amount of support that they have, I think they will do better. So I think we need to do better when it comes to supporting our queens here in Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria watching me, please, and you're interested in pageantry, I think you need to do more. You need to do more, because you shout, I'm shouting. I don't want to shout in vain, please. Divine said, I wish we can invest so much in pageants like the way we put so much in BB Nigeria. We will be number one in Africa. We have intelligent queens, but no help. Yes, you are right. If we can put in the effort to put in BB Nigeria, like maybe BB Nigeria will now soon start, and everybody is raving up and down, talking about how they want to vote for their rights. But when it comes to pageantry, you don't see them. They don't show up. If we put in that much energy in pageantry, we are going to be number one in Africa, because Nigerians have, like, we are number one in Africa, like we're the giants of Africa. We have a population of 150 million and more. So we have what it takes to be number one in Africa. We have the beauty, we have the intelligent queens here. Beautiful, intelligent girls. Like if you are following Miss Universe Nigeria, we have about up to 50 entries so far, and we have a lot of beautiful ladies that have registered for this year's pageant, this year's Miss Universe Nigeria pageant. A lot of beautiful girls. Like, I'm going to talk about that in my subsequent video. So please follow me, follow my channel. Please, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel, please. All right, so I'm going to end the live stream here. My battery is very low. I believe that this discussion will continue very soon, and I will schedule another live stream where I'll talk about it in detail, where I'll talk about why Nigerian pageant queens, why they need a lot of support. Okay, you can't just leave everything to them to handle. They need a lot of support, a lot of sponsorship support, a lot of support from big brands, the franchise holders as well. So I will schedule another live stream and discuss about that. But for now, I will end here. Thank you all for joining us. Serena Edav said, in India's case, pageants are little famous in old 90s. There is Bharat Sudrin. Oh, sorry, I did not. Yo, thank you, Divine. I really enjoyed the live stream. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, thank you for joining. Thank you for your comment. I really appreciate your comment. Like, I really learned a lot. I believe that probably we would discuss more. I hope to see you in my next live stream. Okay, I think I'll be doing this regularly so that we can come here and interact. I really enjoyed this interaction. Like, seriously, I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Divine. Thank you for coming. And I think I will end it here because my battery is very low now. I think I will schedule another live stream. Please subscribe to my channel to get more updates. Okay, so bye. Thank you for joining. Bye. Please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell notification button so you can get notified whenever I post, another video or when I schedule another live stream. Okay, I'd love to see you guys in my next live stream. Thank you all for joining. Thank you from India, Simayadav. Thank you so much. Divine Egbiama from Abia State. Thank you very much for your comment. I really appreciate. And I'll see you guys in my next live stream. Show love and not hate. Okay, we don't show. We show love here on this channel. So please, when you're coming in, it's all about positivity on this channel. Okay, and promoting African beauty queens. Okay, so I'll see you guys in my next live stream. Bye.